All right, so we have episode 2, 3, and 4 of good old Attack on Titan, and boy oh boy are they laying the field. My goodness. So I remembered watching through the first season years ago when it first came out, and a lot of things I guess kind of just doop 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 over my head involving different story beats. And considering the different things that I was already spoiled on, boy oh boy, are they good at foreshadowing, at giving these subtle hints at different things. Wow, I can't wait to actually catch up because the twists and turns, I'm assuming, are probably going to be huge. Anyways, go ahead and get yourselves strapped in, a little locked in, set the beautiful like button ablaze for me, and subscribe, my friends, and join the Zebra gang, because the more subs we get pushes us closer and closer to possibly being on the Trash Taste podcast. Anyways, let's talk about it. Episode 2, 3, and 4. 2 and 3 were the two episodes that I felt were, well, actually, I think all three of them very much felt like we're gonna teach you a bit about a lot of the different characters. Of course, we get big time spotlights on Eren, how determined and almost single-mindedly like set on his goal of fucking up the Titans he is. Like you see that shit throughout these episodes, considering how bad he really wants to get good at a lot of the different things that you're training for in the whole the military corps, the scout regiment, and all of that. But in the second episode, you are shown exactly how scummy the world truly is. So like not only are there like these people having to deal with the shit that is Titans, but you also have to deal with the shit that is known as vile human beings that are inside of the walls, that work on the inners of the walls, that basically kind of see a lot of the people that they are supposed to be protecting as nothing more than just feed them to the Titans type deal. It's pretty garbage. It's pretty garbage and pretty wow. But we end up seeing Mikasa going through full and wholeheartedly in her promise that she made to Eren's mom, that she is basically in a way single-mindedly determined to stick by Eren's side no matter what. So she decides that she's going to go into the military training shit along with Eren, and Armin happens to decide to do the same thing. And then we skip on through, and we end up meeting a couple of the different people after they start their training and stuff. One, we meet the commander, asshole. We meet Potato Girl, Sasha. Love her. Understand why so many people like her so much. When I first viewed this anime, that completely glossed over that. I was just like, why are so many people so antsy about Sasha? We meet Connie, we meet Jean, we meet Reiner, we meet Berthold, we meet Annie, and Annie's a badass, almost on the levels of Mikasa of badassery. Everybody except for Eren ends up being pretty decent for the most part at dealing with the ODM, the basically the contraptions that they use to sling themselves around, kind of sort of like Spider-Man. Omnidirectional maneuver gear. Wow. This is such a cool, I don't know why it's such a cool thing when it's literally just steampunk, basically kind of like the ability is kind of like steampunk Spider-Man in a way. But it's pretty goddamn dope. Everybody gets the hang of it very fast except for Eren, who ends up having to get help from Reiner and Berthold, who are two people who ended up coming to the walls after their village or town, I believe, in the mountains got raided by the Titans. They were taken in, and I believe Annie had like a similar backstory like that. And you also find out Annie is a badass in fighting, 100%. And then you have this big little like speech in a way from Eren where he's very upset that a lot of the people that are there training in the military are all aiming to work on the inside. He's one of the people who hate the people who work on the inside because he understands and sees that they are usually pretty terrible people, pretty fucked people. So he gets into a lot of fights with Jean, who is also a hothead. You also meet Marco, who's basically kind of just a, oh, I'm so happy to be here guy. But yeah, Eren basically gets into it with pretty much everybody. But by the episode of the 4, we see the group graduate. It turns out only about, I believe they said 10 out of the hundreds that joined to practice for the military actually make it in. And of course, Eren, Mikasa's top of the class. But Eren, Mikasa, Armin, Reiner, Berthold, Annie, Connie, Jean, they all make it. And it's so cute how they show it. It's just like dun, 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 dun. But after they show that, they go into explaining what the different roles that you can take now after you pass, and one of them is helping build the wall back up. One of them is actually going out, which is the scouts going out to fight the Titans, which is what Eren wants to do. And then there is the military police, the MP, that work on the inside, very tight and close with the king. And Eren gives a big ass speech to everybody who were all high and mighty about just being military police people. And he's just like, no, I'm going to be a scout. I'm going to fight. I'm not going to be cattle. We know so much more now about Titans. We know a weak spot. We know and have weapons and everything. We can fight back. We can do this shit. And it actually happens to inspire so many people inside of the thing. It kind of almost brought me to tears. I was just like, damn, I love your determination, my boy. And a lot of that happiness immediately disappeared. Because right as everybody was kind of like, yeah, we're all a team, we're gonna go do this, and Eren's just like doing his anime protagonist speech of like, yeah, I am gonna do it, I am gonna kill all of the Titans. Bingo Bango right behind him, the Colossal Titan, just decides, hey, what's good, how's it going, you said you were gonna kill me, right? And just pops back up, kicks another hole in the wall. And we are set for action going into episode 5, and I'm excited for that. I'm quite excited for that because I actually am enjoying not remembering the entirety of this show, and it feels like I'm rewatching it brand new. It feels good. But now we are in a collision course to Titans invading the walls once again, on top of the Colossal Titan being there. But this time we have a older, more feisty, more ready for action Eren and Mikasa, because she's a pretty badass. Oh, we also meet Levi. He doesn't do anything. We just get told he's a badass. Boy, oh boy, I believe episode 5, we are going to see why he is a badass. But that's it. That's all. I'm loving Attack on Titan all over again. It's making me feel mwah, mwah, mwah in my guts. But are you an enjoyer of the Attack on Titan? Are you rewatching it with me, or are you caught up? Please don't spoil me. But that's all that I got for you. TheFlamingZebra, the best on YouTube. Signing the fuck off. Have yourselves a nice rest of your day and a nice juicy chickadee goddamn. Ciao, my friends. So let's check out the zebracorner.com. Why don't you?